I made a thrift wish list and I can only buy what is on it. That's gonna be the challenge, okay? I did make a list. I put mostly everything I'm looking for on it. I could only buy what is on this list. I also made a what I cannot buy. I think that list is more important. I'm cutting myself off from decor. It's gonna be hard because that's the cutest stuff at the thrift store in my opinion, but I don't need them. All right, let's go see what we can find. Before we jump into all the finds, I thought I'd explain the challenge a little bit more. The challenge will last all of February, and I'm obviously going to stick to a budget and be super mindful of what I buy. I'm still going to look at the whole store because, like, how can you go to the thrift store and not look at everything? I know the likelihood of me finding a vintage Coach purse is really slim, but I'm not going to give up. I haven't looked at clothes at the thrift store in so long because I'm tired of the prices, but it's time to start shopping for the spring and summer, so I'm starting to look again. You might remember, but sweaters and hoodies are on my I cannot buy list, and I'm so upset because I loved this sweater. It was only $3, but I don't need more sweaters, so I left it. Styling outfits is so hard for me. After having 3 kids, I hold all of my weight in my stomach, and I just feel like outfits don't look good on me. I've pinned so many pictures of outfits that I like, and I try and put them together, but once they're on me, I don't know, I just don't like them. These are some of my inspiration pictures, though, so I'm keeping these in mind while I'm shopping, and I'm also making sure I pay attention to what the clothes are made out of. I'm trying to stick to cotton and linen. Pausing in the clothes section because when I rounded the corner, I saw this basket on top in the home, so I went over and I grabbed it real fast. These are the exact baskets that I've been looking for and that are on my thrift list. I was so tempted to go look at home stuff, but I went back to the clothes area. This is totally out of my comfort zone, but I feel like it reminded me of the pins. I could picture it with like white pants and cute sandals, and it's the perfect color for spring. I also was looking for something lacy like this. The details are just so pretty. $5.99 was a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but I did really like it, so I put it in my cart. Graphic t-shirts like these are so hard for me because I really like them, but I'm trying to be more mindful with my outfits, so I'm just keeping my pins in mind. That way I know what I'm looking for still. Orange was the color of the day, so I could not believe that I found an orange tag, and it was half off, so it was only $1.50, and I really loved the color too. We're heading out of clothes for a little bit. I went to the books because I am looking for quilting books. I consider that crafting supplies. I wasn't just gonna buy any quilting book, but I actually really loved that one. Now we're heading into the hardest territory. This is the area that I really can't buy anything. None of this is gonna be on my list, but I just have to look. These turkeys were just absolutely adorable. I looked it up and apparently they're hand painted. They were only $3.99 each, and I'm kind of confused why there was 2 of them. I thought maybe they were like bookends, you know? I could totally picture these set up with some books in the middle for Thanksgiving. What do you think? Here's just a little reminder of my list. I am looking for a little candy dish. Specifically, I want a glass or crystal one. I thought this one was so cute. And $3.99 wasn't terrible. I really debated on this one. Right next to it though was this beautiful butter dish. It's honestly my first heartbreak in this challenge. On my I can't buy list though is kitchen things because I really don't need anything for the kitchen. Kitchen and home items though just have such a hold on me, like this jar for example. This is an old Smucker's jar, but the details are so cute, and I thought, well, maybe I can make my own jam. And that's why I created this challenge, because I don't need it. Oh my gosh, guys, I found another basket. This one is even bigger than the first one I found, and only $5.99, so not terrible. It was time to head back to clothes though. I just needed a little break because looking at clothes is so draining for me. They had this American Eagle skirt, which was super cute. It was new with tags, but it was $12.99, so I definitely wasn't gonna get that. And I think I'm gonna try out some skirts. This one isn't my style, but I've been seeing this kind of print everywhere lately, so I thought someone would like it. I'm just nervous to try skirts because of the tummy issue I have. Since I hold all my weight there, I feel like everything just looks so tight on me. Jeans aren't on my thrift list, but I know they would look good in spring, especially a lighter color pant or linen pants too. So I'm gonna consider those spring pants. Don't yell at me. Now it's the most important part of the trip, going through your cart and putting everything back. Well, everything you don't like, of course. Goodwills in Arizona don't have fitting rooms, so I always stand in front of a mirror and just try and think if I think it will fit me or not. Sometimes I'm wearing shorts and it's just a basic shirt so I could actually try things on, but today that was not the case. Sometimes I really like an item, like I actually really liked this cardigan, but I did not like the materials it was made out of, so that's the reason I decided to leave it, because I know I will find a better one eventually. I debated on these baskets for so long. They really are exactly what I'm looking for, and the price was really good actually, but I just couldn't justify the condition. It wasn't terrible. I've definitely seen worse. But I decided to put them back, that way I can find even better ones. I didn't want to spend the money on them now and then in a week find them in better condition, if that makes sense. And I of course put back any of the kitchen items because it's on my cannot buy list. I am so thankful for that list because I really don't need any of this. I also put back the candy dish because it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. And now it's time to check out. It's harder than I thought it was going to be. What made my list hard for me was thinking, would I find another version of this but better? For example, those baskets. But the condition just was not the best. So I left him. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I got. Please do not tell me this is not considered on my list, because it is crafting supplies. I'm looking for quilt books, and I mean, is this not the best one to buy? I'm actually really excited about this one. They do have the patterns in there. Like, are you kidding me? This was only $3.29. I'm definitely keeping my receipt for the clothes. Guys, if you watch any of my videos, I saw these last week and I've been thinking about them nonstop. And to be honest, this is the third time I've seen them. And every time I'm like, you know, I'm not really here for clothes. I'm not gonna buy them. But today I was here for clothes. And I know on my list it says no, I can't buy anything winter, but I would wear this color for spring and summer. This is just absolutely beautiful. Look at that detail. I'm trying to look at the material of it, and I'm pretty sure this was 100% cotton. Yeah, this is 100% cotton. So this was a no-brainer for me. This was only $5.99. But like I said, I used my coupon 20% off, so everything was just a little bit cheaper. Now this is really out of my comfort zone, but I actually pinned something exactly like this with white pants, and it was so cute, and it was only $3.99. This is 99% cotton and 1% spandex, so I thought that was good enough. The color, a little bit out there. Tell me if you hate it or don't. I don't know, might hurt my feelings. I'm gonna try it on and see if I like it. This was color of the day. So I got this for $1.50. It's actually, I'm pretty sure, like a golfing shirt or something, because it says sports on it. But it's 55% linen and 45% cotton. So I got this for $1.50. Come on, I love the color. I think it would be cute for spring. And that's it. I think I'm gonna really like this challenge because I did still look at the home section. There was that butter dish vintage Avon. Oh my gosh, it was so cute, but I don't need it. I literally do not need it. So I hope you do this challenge with me, and you need to let me know if you like it. Also let me know if next time I should do more of like a narrow list, like I could only buy these 5 items if I find them or something like that. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload every Friday. Bye.